Thank you. My trend is the Big 5-0. Walt Disney World Resort is celebrating their 50th anniversary of bringing magic into our lives. 1971, it opened in Florida with just 23 attractions. And now it's the largest park in the world. Over 50 million people attend it every year. So it's huge. And it also is one of the largest media companies. So it is remarkable that one company can touch so many of us from a range of ages, a range of cultures, a range of geographies, and likely all of us have at least one good Disney memory. So if we contrast that with some of the other companies over the decades that haven't fared so well and kind of are in the business graveyard of such, there's Kodak, Nokia, Xerox, BlackBerry Motion, Blockbuster. You have to be pretty remarkable to do what Disney has done. So Disney obviously is financially very strong. And what I think is that there's a couple of ingredients that really have brought that to life for them. One of them is that they went deep into segmentation. Now, originally when Disney opened, they didn't have that philosophy. They said when you came into the park, everyone was treated the same. Then they started to realize that people wanted to be treated a bit different. They had different attitudes and behaviors about a park experience, and they were willing to pay for those differences. So everything from the hotel to the meal plans to the private tours. And even when we get into, some of us want to pay for tickets to have the morning magic, and others of us pay for tickets to have the after hours park experience. So they really have started to be able to customize and tailor all of our experiences. So depending on the different type of your family, you get your wonderful experience. The second great ingredient I think that they have is that they continue to evolve. They work hard to figure it out. And a lot of times they use technology to get there, right? So that they're always trying to improve that guest experience. I remember when we first went, we had to have these tickets, a book of tickets, A, B, C, D, and E. Then you had to go out and identify what each of the park rides or attractions were they A, B, C, D. So for example, Swiss Family Treehouse was a B and It's a Small World was an E ticket. So the parents, it was kind of they had to be logistic experts, and it kind of sucked the magic out of the day, right? You're like, oh, I'm sorry, can't do that. We don't have any more E tickets. So they evolved and they provided us, of course, with one-day passes, and they have all these different options for us. And now they're even looking at magic bands where you can access your hotel rooms, you can buy popcorn with it, you can get on the rides. So they're continuing to try to make that experience better. The other not so pleasant experience is the lines. It takes a long time to wait in lines to get on their rides or into their attractions. And for a long time, they kind of created this mystique of the experience was being in the line and being entertained. But finally, they kind of addressed that problem too. And they have all of the fast passes so that you really do get on the rides a little bit faster. The third ingredient is really being able to expand. They expanded physically, obviously, when they bought a lot of geography in Florida, a lot more than they did in California. And they were able to expand and to have a lot of different types of parks in that area. The other thing they did to expand was they took the princesses, and they were all individual. They created the collection of princesses. So, and then the famous ride was the Pirates of the Caribbean. And they took that and created a movie, which probably we've all seen, the main one and all of its sequels. So they just continue to keep expanding. So now what? Now, how can your company take some of the Disney's experiences and apply them to your business? How can you go deeper into segmentation to really uncover those insights about customers' need? How can you go and evolve and find those problems that maybe you're causing for your customers or maybe your competitors are, and somehow make that a better experience for them in some way? And then how do you expand? How do you expand your assets and your IP into new markets or new channels so that you can continue to, over the decades, become very, very successful like Disney has been? So thank you.